Bianca and Carter. I know it's been probably about 5 days since our last video, but I wanted to come on here and spend some quality time with you all. And I'm hoping that we have a good signal. Otherwise, the only people that will be able to see this video are those of you who are online watching now, because later it may come out to be blurry, and there's no way of fixing it. But if you are online right now, do me a huge favor and comment in the chat box and let me know who's watching and where you are watching from. The only time we can see
We
who,
already have 6 people.
yeah, we can see that there's people watching us, but we don't know who's watching us until you comment. And when you comment live, it's awesome because we can interact with you. And if you comment later, then it ends up being in the comments and not actually on the video where we can read and respond and so forth. And so anyway, I'm gonna give you guys an update. My debit card got compromised. I saw Jason Moma driving through Malibu, Pacific Palisades. We've been camping with so many friends, a lot of people that we've actually met online, and it's been absolutely amazing. However, I want to talk a little bit more about my debit card getting compromised because, man, oh man, has this woman been going through some loopholes. So I'm going to share with you a little bit more of what happened and how I am going about dealing with this issue because it's a bit complicated and things just got a little bit more complicated, but whatever. Everything's going to be fine. So anyway, I want to share this with you guys because some of you who are watching this video are going to be full-timing yourself, and what do you do in case you lose your debit card? And for us, if you've been following us for the past 11 months, you know that we've been traveling the world full-time, and before I left to travel the world, I made this promise that I would pay off all of my consumer debt, which was $15,000. So after I paid off my debt, 3 months after traveling the world full time, I did not touch my credit cards whatsoever. Since we have been traveling, I have only used my credit card one time, and that was because I absolutely needed to use it to rent a car. Other than that, I completely forgot that I even have credit cards because I never ever use them. But thankfully, I realized that I have my credit cards with me. So yay, that's awesome. But still, when you need cash, you don't want to use your credit cards because credit cards have ridiculous interest rates. And so anyway, oh my gosh. For those of you who are following my Facebook Live videos, you know a little bit more about the story and what's been going on. But for those of you who have not been following my Facebook updates, I'm going to start all over and just kind of recap. I found this super sweet spot to camp. Actually, my friend Janet found it, and she invited us to camp. And we brought our kids, and we just had this awesome time. And so on the way up there to camp, I got all these notifications via mobile banking, and it was a whole bunch of transactions that I know that I didn't do. You know, I didn't recognize these transactions, and I knew right away that my account was compromised. But I didn't freak out because these type of things happen all the time, and you file a dispute with the bank, and they'll do their research, and they'll correct it, they'll give you a credit, so forth, right? But the problem is we are traveling the world. So even when your bank account is compromised, usually you have to fill out an affidavit. It takes some time. It takes a bit of time. They may give you a provisional credit, but the thing is, they're gonna shut your debit card down. So with them shutting our debit card down, that means no more cash. That means we'll have to wait until we get a new debit card. Well, we're moving. We're moving around. And of course, they will only send the debit card to your physical address. So we had the debit card sent to our PO box. Well, it's not actually a PO box. It is we use UPS. So when you use UPS, you get an actual physical address. So we had our debit card sent to our address, and the problem with that, or should I say the issue, is that it takes 7 days before it shows up at the PO box, and then we have to call UPS up and say, hey, can you forward our mail to XYZ, wherever we are. And then that usually takes another 5 to 7 days, depending on it. Well, but we can't overnight it. But so anyway, I worked all this stuff out with the bank. They gave me back my money. That was great. However, what I did after my account was compromised, I'm like, oh my goodness, I want to move all of my money over to another account, like because I have several checking accounts and different accounts for my businesses. I keep things separate and so forth. So what I did was I took all of that money in the account. I made three big transactions and sent it everything to another account. Well, that threw up a can of worms because next thing you know, I got a notification from our bank saying, due to suspicious activity, we have now blocked your account. I called them up and they're like, well, you can verify your identity and we'll unblock it, but you have to also provide your 16-digit debit card number. Well, I obviously don't have it. I don't have the new debit card because they cancel the old one before they send out the new one. And so, anyway, the new debit card is somewhere en route, and I cannot verify my identity to unblock my account because I don't have the 16-digit card number. So, anyway, until what they've done is they put a hold or a freeze or something like that on my transactions. So, I still cannot have access to cash. So unfortunately, right now we are using our credit cards. It's not the end of the world, we'll pay them off, but still, though, I mean, this just goes to show you definitely do want to have a credit card because number one, you need a credit card to rent a car, and in case of emergency situations happen like this, and you need cash. That's the thing, cash. You can't, or you can pull cash from a credit card, but you don't want to do that because the interest rate will just be absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, so anyway, if you're watching this video and you're going to be traveling around the world, it's really important. I would highly suggest to have multiple bank accounts and so forth. And so anyway, so that's what's happened. But let me tell you something else crazy that has happened, guys. And I was thinking about making this in a separate video, but I'll touch a little bit on it on this one. Wait, let me show you guys this view, by the way. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is our little campground. Let me give you guys our little scenery. Sorry, I kind of cut in the middle of what we're doing, but yeah, this is us. And so anyway, in the meantime, while we were at this super sweet camp spot, let me sit down here. While we were at this super, I'm gonna see if I can post this up. Okay, we were at this amazing campsite that, where we camped with our friends, and it was free. I mean, absolutely incredible. We had the most wonderful views. We saw kind of neat creatures when it was low tide. We found 2 octopuses. We found all kind of slugs, and everything is amazing. We had a blast. I cooked a lot, and it was wonderful. However, there was a man that was parked, and he had this business where he sells fruit. And so anyway, we bought some fruit from the guy. And I remember while we were parked there, I was thinking to myself, I have about $45 worth of cash, and I need to figure out something before we run out of cash because I don't want to use my credit card. Well, this is before I realized that I had my credit card. And so anyway, I'm still staying calm. But next thing you know, the guy in the truck that has the fruit business, when I go to buy fruit for him, he's like, hey, I noticed you're really cool. You're a really friendly person. I noticed you've been interacting with some of my customers because they're kind of all in the same, basically where we were parked, it was actually a parking lot. And so anyway, he's like, hey, do you want a job? I'll pay you cash. I'll pay you good. I'll pay you $20 an hour to sell strawberries, to basically sell fruit. And I laughed at it, and I thought it was actually kind of cool and fun. And I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? This sounds kind of cool. Maybe I can do this for a week, and we're already camped right here, and I can just stand on the truck and sell the fruit. And where we were at, that's where all the celebrities live. Like, they're all passing by and so forth. And he definitely makes a lot of money. Like, we saw all kind of neat people coming by and buying these delicious, wonderful, tasty strawberries and mangoes and coconuts. And so anyway, we sat and we talked about it, and I told him I may be interested. And so anyway, fast forward to make an even long story short, he seemed like a really good guy, okay? And later on that day, he actually came to our van, and he brought me and Carter 2 coconuts and $100 bill. Mind you, this guy knew nothing about me losing my debit card. So I felt like this guy was an angel. I know I'm aligned with my purpose, and all kind of neat things always happen to me. And I do attract a lot of amazing people, a lot of beautiful, authentic people. So anyway, he gives us $100, and he knows. I just want to say this too. We talked about us doing VanLife, and he claimed that he had a van like ours, and he really loved our story, and this and that, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, the following day, we sit down and we have lunch, and we talk about the logistics of the position that he wanted to offer me to sell fruit. And we were like, how is this going to work? And I wanted to ask him how many hours and so forth. And so anyway, by the end of the night, okay, I like made lunch and everything. By the end of the night, I'm wrapping up the van, I'm covering up, and he's about to leave and be on his merry old way. Well, this guy, while I was wrapping up the van, he's like whispering to me, and he's like, hey, meet me at the truck, meet me at my truck later on. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? He's like, meet me at my truck later on, I like you. Well, there goes that. I'm like, oh my goodness. So anyway, by then he had already had my number. We exchanged numbers when we talked about the business opportunity. So then I immediately shut him down and said, no, no, thank you. You know, that's no, I don't like you. I don't see you in that way and so forth. But then he started acting butthurt about it. He's like, oh, come on, I like you. I want to date you, blah, 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 blah. And so anyway, then he started blowing up my phone. I'm trying to put Carter to bed. He's blowing up my phone. I'm talking to him on the phone, telling him, no, I don't see you in that way. You know, I'm like, is this why you've been so nice to us? Because you like me? And I said, that's not, no, don't take this the wrong way. I just don't see you in that manner. And so anyway, he still was acting butthurt, and he was calling me still, like, back to back. And I said, hey, I'm trying to put my son to sleep. Like, no, I don't. And so then I just had to draw the line. And I was like, look, stop calling me. I feel really uncomfortable, and now I don't even want to work for you at this point because I just respectfully told you that I don't see you in that way. You know, earlier I told him, hey, I appreciate your flattery, but I just don't see you that way, and he still just would not accept. And he was like, the way that he was talking to me, he was like, oh, come on, what's the problem? Like, anyway, so yeah, that made me feel quite uncomfortable and also kind of upset. You know, I felt uneasy because I, I get hit on quite a bit. However, it's never been to the extent where someone is refusing. I drew the line. I said no. I let him know I didn't see him in that manner, and he still persisted. And so anyway, it sucked. It really did. And also on top of that, my girlfriend Janet, who was with me, and for those of you who were watching the video that we actually made a video live, and Janet and her kids were with me. Janet met the guy. He seemed like a really neat guy. I mean, seriously, he seemed like the most genuine, honest guy ever. I mean, he talked a lot about the area, and he just seemed awesome. But no, he's a wolf in sheep's clothing, because afterwards, when I drew the line and I told him no, then he said something like, oh, fine, I don't want you to work for me anyway. And then the next day he started calling my friend Janet and harassing her, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And so anyway, I decided that I'm going to move from that spot. So we're at a new spot, and everything's great. I mean, I feel fine, but at the same time I'm sharing this because it's important, as not only I'm not solo, it's me and my son, but still I'm a single mom, I'm on the road, and people are going to, hit on you, and it's really important to make sure you draw the line when that happens, because some women may be a little bit too, how should I say, friendly, and not draw the line and make it clear. And then next thing you know, the guy is knocking on your van or your RV or whatever in the middle of the night, and you don't want that. So it's really important to make sure you set a clear boundary, like, hey, I don't see you like that, blah, blah, blah. And so anyway, yeah, so that's what happened to us, and it was just crazy. And we are, oh my goodness, I think maybe 120 miles away from that spot. But yeah, so anyway, so that's what's happened. I'm still trying to figure out where we are going to have our debit card mailed to us. So what we're going to do is stay put. And I have a lot of friends that are around Malibu and Long Beach, in LA. And I think I'm just going to use one of their addresses when I know that my debit card has reached our UPS box. And so anyway, I'm going to read some of the comments. What are you guys saying here? Hey, let's see. I see Nikki Nicole is online. I see Miss Jordan's online. Hey, from Alaska, Orlando, I see Orlando, Florida. Amber Marsh is online. Hey, from Seattle. I see you, girl. William Lewis. Hey, from Detroit. All right, all right. Hi, from Indianapolis. Sewing Craft Channel. Hey, Joseph Wilson from Ohio. Woo! I love this, man. I love it when you guys chime in and let me know who's watching, because I feel like I have people with me. When you guys connect with me, communicate, it helps keep me grounded, because I know our lifestyle looks like we're on vacation, but we're very much not. Like, we work. I mean, this lifestyle is a lot of hard work. And then on top of that, me traveling with my son has become now like a business. And I'm working on developing this course to help other families get out there and travel. And so basically, I'm putting together all the information and all the resources that I've gathered and all the lessons that I've learned. I'm trying to package all of that and provide it, basically package it and put it out there in the world. And let me just say that whenever I'm finished with this course, it's going to save so many people a lot of time and a lot of headaches, because I have endured a lot of stress and uncertainty, and all kinds of concerns have come up throughout this journey. And I really hope that when I finish all of this and gift it to you all, that it really just puts a lot of people at ease. And so anyway, this all came about because of you all loving to see us travel, because I'm just working on the road and homeschooling my kids. I didn't plan on making a YouTube channel even about this. People were just like, oh my goodness, Bianca, you gotta make a channel, and by popular demand, here we are. And on that note, let me tell you guys something super sweet. Today, we are at 997 followers right now. We are 3 followers away. Wait, what'd you say, Carter? Oh, yeah, subscribers. Yeah, because we're on YouTube. Okay, 997. Three more. 3 more subscribers. If you're watching this video and you know any families that want to be on the road or want to be inspired by travel and or just anything, share this video with them. Tell them to come join this global tribe, because let me tell you guys, this is going to be a big movement. A lot of you all that are following me right now, you don't even know exactly who I am. You don't even know my story. I have not even shared my story. A lot of you have done research and found different stories, but you guys don't know like what this journey is truly about and why I went full time and all these things. And I'm going to share these things with you soon after I upload. Oh my goodness, I've got 10,000 photos and over 1,200 videos that I need to edit and upload and share with you all. And it's so hard sometimes, because to edit these videos, it takes hours and hours and hours, which is why I absolutely love the live videos, because I can just make it, post, and I'm done. But let me tell you guys, it's on like Donkey Kong, okay? On like Donkey Kong, all right? And for those of you who are just popping on and have only been following me for a little bit, a short time, my name is Bianca Smith. I'm the Globetrotting Life Coach. I'm also a motivational speaker. I've been doing this for years, and I took some time out to travel the world to write a book. I started a nonprofit foundation a couple years ago called the Bully Barricade Foundation, and I go to schools and I talk to kids about bullying, how to handle bullying, how not to be a bystander, how to get help, how to be a creator and not a victim, how to solve problems, recognize different personality types, and get along together as a whole so that we can have this harmonious environment. You know what I mean? Give me a thumbs up if that sounds good. Give me a thumbs up if that sounds like it would be useful in a community, in your community. Let me know if there's a school that you think that can benefit from this. And so anyway, I'm kind of all over the place in this video. This video was supposed to be about my debit card being compromised, but I'm kind of like, I'm just so excited to be online, to be on live with you guys. Let me read some more of these comments. Man, oh my God, I wish you guys were right here camping with us. Let me see. What are you guys saying? Who else is popping online? If you're watching this video and you just came on, do me a big favor, comment below and let me know who's online and where you are watching from. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to let me know who's watching, because if you don't, I don't know that you're watching me. I want to see who's watching, because I want to interact with you too. You know what I mean? All right, let me see who's online here. Hi from San Diego. Oh my goodness. Shawanda Davis, Amber Marsh, Black Opal, Sugar 76. Sugar said, I hope you return the money. Girl, no. By then, girl, we had put that money in the gas tank already. We got food. Well, actually, he got a lot of his money back anyway, because we bought a lot of fruit from him. But anyway, I don't know. I feel like I thought about it later on about this guy, and I'm like, you know what? A lot of awesome things happen to me. I meet a lot of great people, and I'm like, whenever situations like this, I feel like maybe they just happen because it's serving a purpose. You know, it's like there's a message in every single mess. And for this guy to come and do what he did, I mean, here's the thing. What he did was really nice, and it was really generous, and it was really, it was really sweet. And then at the same time, it's like this guy knew nothing about our debit card situation. You see what I mean? Nothing about our debit card. So I believe that an angel came and placed him in our path, and I don't know. And then also, I think this nothing like this has happened to me throughout our journey. So I feel like also this is a situation that's going to make me even more mindful and cautious. Well, I'm already mindful and cautious, but I feel like this is a situation that's going to make me more basically address the subject of what to do and how to handle situations like this basically for the people that are watching this journey. You know what I mean? So it's like this experience, I see positivity in this experience. You know what I mean? It's like I can share what happened and how, how I chose to respond to the situation. And so anyways, let me see, what else are you guys saying on here? Yeah, I don't want you guys getting stuck. Yeah, we move around and we watch our back, definitely. I'll tell you that when we always park in safe spots all the time. A lot of times wherever we park, there's a camera near or there's other people that are camping in the area. I don't think that we've ever camped somewhere where no one could see us or where we were far out from any businesses um, or a lot of traffic, because this past 3 weeks we've just been off Highway 1, and if everybody knows, there's so much traffic. And where we were parked, it's like the safest area, period. I mean, sheriffs are always going up and down, and it's cool. We always make sure we park in safe spots. And yeah, so anyway, let me see. What else are you guys saying? Yeah, reminder to stay safe. Hey, Cindy from Colombia. Hi. Oh my goodness, I love you guys. Kendra Hurd from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Carter, do you want to come in and say anything to our family, our YouTube tribe? I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I want to say to you guys before I jump offline?
Thanks for the likes.
Carter said, thanks for the likes.
Thanks for the people that subscribe.
Carter, come down here.
I'm coming.
Come on. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to say in this video? Say hi. Hey. Yeah, so anyway, before we jump offline here, I just want to say, we love you guys from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much for following us, for traveling virtually with us. It really means the world, and I truly hope that in me sharing my transparent journey, that it inspires so many people to face their dreams and to don't worry about don't worry about the obstacles. Focus on the opportunities that you will gain when you try new things and when you face your fears, and instead of cringing, when you embrace opportunity and when you feel the fear and do it anyway. All right? Think about how life will be once you get on the other side of fear. I'm telling you, you never want to wait until you're fearless to do something, because to have this emotion of fear is natural. That these emotions are natural instincts that we have that are meant to protect us. However, have you guys ever heard that saying, that acronym, that fear means false evidence appearing real? Well, that's legit. All the time, most of the times whenever, oh, there's a plane going by. Most of the time, whenever we're fearful, we're afraid of something, we are creating imaginary situations. And whenever we think about these possible scenarios, we start feeling all this emotion as if it's already happened. Why are we creating these things for ourselves? Why are we so worried about these things going wrong instead of being focused on all the things that could possibly go right? Instead of worrying and wondering, what if I fail? Think about, what if you fly? What if you fly? What if this works? Stop worrying about, what if I fail? What if this doesn't work? What if this happens? You know what? Whatever you're afraid of, if it happens, you worry about that bridge when it's time to cross it. And here's the thing, whatever it is, you want to have the courage and the strength to know that regardless of any obstacle that comes in your path, have the strength and the faith in your heart to know that you will handle it if it should arise, and you'll be fine. Point blank. Point blank. If you live a life of fear, you will not live life to the fullest. I promise you. Sincerely, you're a go-getter. I'm a gold digger, as they say. Yeah. So anyway, I look forward to sharing so much more with you guys. I'm super transparent. I am not perfect. I'm not a millionaire. I know some of you guys see millionaires traveling the world. I am a single mom who's traveling the world, homeschooling her kid. I work for myself. I am not perfect by all means. I am nowhere near perfect whatsoever, nor do I ever want to be, because who can relate to a perfect person? Nobody can relate to a perfect person. I am real and I have emotions, I have fears and concerns just like you all. I just I just go after what I want. I'm a firm believer that we should live life to the fullest, that we can have it all, just not at the same time. I believe that there's a message in every single mess. I believe that life is meant to be lived and shared with so many people, and that we're not supposed to become successful alone. I believe that we have the ability to define and design what success means to us, and that we should not live off anybody else's definition of success, because that truly won't make us happy. I can go on and on and on. But anyway, more on that later. I have so much footage to upload. I'm going to be spending the next 3 weeks pretty much, I don't want to say relaxing, but making a whole bunch of content to upload to you all, because I got some catching up to do. We've been all over the place. Sometimes when I post stuff, people think they know exactly where I am, but that's not always the case, because I post stuff later. So unless it's a live video like this, and you guys still don't know exactly where I am right now. But anyway, I love you guys. This is Bianca and Carter. We are signing off. I think I'm going to go to the grocery store and get some firewood, because we have this cool fire pit that's right here in front of us. This is our situation. We got the birds over there. We got this, look at this, super neat fire pit. We got the beach down there. We took some photos earlier with that little tripod. That's beautiful. We got the mountains behind us. And this is a unique campground as well. It's not a campground. It's actually just kind of right off. It's a park actually, but it looks like it's right off the highway. But you pay to park in all these little spots. But anyway, I love you guys. If you're watching this video, please stay tuned. Share this video with anybody that you think could use some inspiration. Anybody that wants to travel the world, work for themselves, define their own success, whatever I can do to help support your dream, to get you out there, just chasing your dreams, I would love to. I would do the very best that I can, and I promise you, if you just trust the process and you don't be afraid of fear, if you realize that you can turn what you believe are failures into your fortune, you want to live inside your passion, you're going to have to trust the process. And so I want to walk with you guys, and just know that whenever your faith is running low, I got plenty to borrow. All right. No, wait. I got plenty for you to borrow. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm signing off for real. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. Today is a big day. We're going to party tonight if we reach 1,000 subscribers. And I love you guys. Stay tuned. Promise to prosper. This is Bianca signing out.